You know the feeling. You trip on a flat sidewalk, or you say the wrong thing in a meeting. Your stomach drops, your heart races, and time seems to freeze. For the rest of the day, you carry around a heavy, sinking anxiety. You are convinced that everyone in the room saw the mistake, and that this single awkward moment is now the primary way they define you. So you react. You pull back. You sit quietly in the back of the room, you hesitate to raise your hand, and you try to blend into the background to avoid any further scrutiny. But this paralysis stems from a basic error in how we estimate social attention. We are often wrong about how other human beings actually perceive us. Psychologists have a specific name for this cognitive illusion. It's called the spotlight effect. It is a glitch in our cognitive wiring that causes us to overestimate how much the people around us care about our appearance, about our choices, and our mistakes. The giant, invisible audience you feel staring at you doesn't actually exist in the physical room. They exist entirely inside your own mind. To measure the gap between perception and reality, researchers set up a famous psychological experiment at Cornell University. They designed a specific scenario. They forced students to put on a brightly colored, awkward t-shirt featuring a polarizing celebrity and then walk into a classroom filled with their peers. This chart shows the internal estimates. Students wearing the shirt assumed that half the room noticed their bizarre outfit. But when researchers interviewed the rest of the room, that number shrunk. Only a tiny fraction even remembered seeing the shirt. This data proves a quantifiable gap between the intense scrutiny we feel and the actual attention we receive from the outside world. So why does a highly evolved human brain make such a significant error about social dynamics? This biological mechanism is known as egocentrism. It is a natural byproduct of how human consciousness is structured to process information. You are the only person who experiences your life 100% of the time. You know every one of your insecurities and every minor flaw. Because that data is constantly running in your own mind, your brain assumes everyone else has access to that same information. Your brain takes its own hyper-awareness and projects it outward, creating the feeling that your internal monologue is being broadcast on a loudspeaker to the entire world. And when you place this natural biological bias into our modern digital environments, the effect scales up almost immediately. Social media operates as an interface for the spotlight effect. It takes casual thoughts and frames them as high-stakes public performances. When you attach metrics like view counts and likes to a post, your brain misinterprets the data. It sees 100 views and imagines 100 distinct people sitting in a room, deeply analyzing your choices. But look at your own behavior as an audience member. You scroll mindlessly, pause for a fraction of a second, and then instantly move on to the next video. The pressure we feel before posting something online is a stressful inflation of the brief, fleeting attention we actually get from others. Finding out that your brain's baseline assumption is wrong should actually be a source of relief. Try to recall a specific, embarrassing mistake a coworker or a friend made last week. Think of something they said that was totally out of place. You likely find a blank space where that memory should be. That lack of detail is the ultimate proof of how this works. You quickly forget other people's awkward moments because your mind is occupied with your own life. Other people do exactly the same thing to you. The way to break this loop is to take action, even when the illusion of an audience is telling you to hide. Confidence is built by doing the thing first, and then collecting evidence that the world didn't end. It follows action, it does not precede it. This shift in perspective leads to different choices. You find yourself speaking up in meetings, posting the video, or wearing the bold outfit, because the imagined cost of judgment has vanished. Realizing that you are not the focus of everyone's attention provides a specific kind of freedom. It removes the burden of a constant public performance and allows you to simply exist as yourself.